Hi, in my two quotes, I see a connection about bridging the gap. Assessment allows us to understand that gap between what the learners know and what they need to know. And I also really like the part of the quote where Green talks about in order to be a good instructor or a good assessment, we need to both understand the task and also the learner. And that's what I hope to accomplish in this course. And the quote from Brown and Aburkwama is talking about formative assessment, and the key is the delivery of feedback by the teacher and the internalization by the student. So both of us are required in order to continue that formation of learning. For my examples, I'm going to use ones from our course, ENG619 Assessment. Formative and summative, I show here on a continuum because it's not always all or nothing, one or the other. It's not dichotomous. But for my formative assessment, I'm going to use the graded assignments in this course because when you create an assessment and then I give you feedback, and then you have a chance to revise that again and put that assessment in your portfolio project. So the graded assignments themselves are formative. They serve mainly a formative function for that revision for your portfolio. And I'm going to use the portfolio as the stereotypical summative assessment. It's at the end of the semester. So once I review your work there, I won't have an opportunity to help you form or grow anymore, but you can. So you can still take that mainly summative function and still take that as an opportunity to learn. For the formal versus informal assessments, my example is going to be the graded assignments in the portfolio for my formal assessment examples. And for the informal, I have to tell a quick story from when I was assessing a portfolio project where my goal was to assess the portfolio, the assessments in the assessment practice as shown in the portfolio. But as I was reading it, I noticed that the reading passage incorrectly summarized a scientific concept. That wasn't my goal to assess the examples, the reading texts, but because I noticed that there was something off there, that was an informal assessment. I didn't plan to do it. It wasn't my intention. It wasn't, in my lesson plan for that day, but I did notice that, and I did give feedback on that as well. That wasn't part of the assessment. It wasn't part of the grading of it, but it was something that I noticed informally. And for my goal, one question that I have is how can we write descriptions of performance levels in rubrics, analytic rubrics, to help students more accurately identify where their own performance is on the scale. We'll talk about rubrics a lot, so we'll dig into that a little bit later. And my goal is to more fully develop guidelines or suggestions of which assessment tool is most appropriate for any task that we might use in assessment. I look forward to hearing about your questions and goals for the course.